Is it working? Hello. Hey y'all. Is it working? Hey y'all, it's Lucy. I don't see myself. I think. Hey y'all. Hey y'all, it's Lucy. Ooh, I don't see myself. Oh, good. Now I see myself, which is kind of scary. So, oh, actually, oh, good. Now I see myself. Okay, which is kind of scary. I've got the screen on one side with the YouTube live, and then I've got my camera in front of me. So sometimes you'll see me look at my screen over here, and that's where I'm seeing all these everybody's names: Cricut Crafting Adventure, somebody from California, Rachel, Sherry, um, my friend from Canada, Jeanette is there, Diane Green. Okay, so, first, I want to start off thanking all the people who've helped me with this, mainly starting off with my speakers. And first, I'm going to talk for just a second about Jennifer Maker. She was my mentor. She's the one who said, "You need a platform. You need a blog. You need to put put your designs out there." So, and not only that, literally, I met her at a conference, and I told her how I made patterns, and she goes, not in a mean way or anything. She goes, "You need my course." So she signed me up for a cut above so I could learn to make SVG patterns and cut things out with my Cricut. And that just exploded what I was able to do. Because if you think about the time to cut, and I cut pretty detailed houses before I learned to make SVGs. But once I learned how to make SVGs, it was so freeing. And then, even better, I get to share them with everybody. So I have to thank Jennifer Maker for that and for agreeing to be a part of this summit. I was afraid, she's so big. I was afraid this was too small a thing for her, but she agreed right away. Another person I'd like to thank is Craft with Sarah. Sarah, I think it's Sarah Edwards. She's in England and she loves paper. You can tell she loves paper just like I do. And so I asked her, and she also readily agreed. And then I have a few sponsors. Actually, I have one main sponsor. It is 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop, and they signed on and have a cool project for you, as well as Michelle Price, who works with them, and she has her own website, Bits and Paper Bits and Pieces Paper Studio. I'm sorry, I meant to write it down before, but I got nervous and distracted, and I didn't write down the right name. But Michelle Price agreed, and she did a really cool project. And then I have like 6 blogging buddies, 6 people I work with who also agreed, and that's basically all I asked. And that includes Jen Swift of Well Crafted Studio, and you probably know her from the Cricut Adventure as well. And she interviews and has a coffee chat every week that's really fun. And her crafting bestie is Amy. Amy wasn't able to do it partly because she doesn't do paper. She does her faux leather. That's what she's an expert at. But she did agree to be an affiliate, so you may have gotten an email from her. My friend Joa Crandall from Special Heart Studios, one of the 6 in my crafting group. Jen Starr, she did this amazing shadow box. It's really incredible. And then Emily Miner is what we call a paper engineer because she really makes things pop. And I've met her several times. She's actually the only one in my little crafting group that I've actually got to meet in the flesh. And then the last speaker is my friend Jackie Smith. She lives in California, and she loves to make little houses. And so she and I kind of do the same kind of thing, but our designs are very different. And you'll see the difference, but they complement each other. and our techniques complement each other, stuff. So those are the people who are going to be speakers within this event. Emily did 2 projects, I did 10, and everybody else did 1. Okay, so what happens today is that, or after tomorrow rather, at 9 a.m., you're going to get an email. If you signed up and gotten a free ticket, you're going to get an email with a link to this page. I think my friend Susan, who's helped me, who's really put together all the stuff behind the scenes, like, which I would never be able to do. It's going to show a screen that shows the email that you're going to get, and it'll take you to this page, this daily workshop page. And at the top, it's got the schedule, and you can click on that and see what's available. Remember, if you have the free ticket, all these projects are available for free for 24 hours, and then they expire, and you can get the next days. They expire at 9 a.m. And then, let's see, we'll go to, you see how it says coming soon? So when each design is released, you'll see that it's there. And then if you miss a day, we really, made the VIP pass affordable, I think, for the number of designs you get, and what I think are pretty cool designs. So if you miss a day, just go ahead and get the VIP pass where you have access to all of these things and bonuses at the same time. Okay, and there's a link to buy the VIP pass at the top of your screen, and that's the link. And then I was going to show you the supply list. Each day has a supply list. So we'll go back to that kind of main page, the supply list. And I want to thank my sponsor, 12 by 12 Cardstock, because I did a lot of projects with them and with their papers, and their papers are so good. And one thing I found out that I didn't expect was vellum. Oh my gosh, vellum for little house windows is just incredible. So anyway, I want you to take a look at that. We do have giveaways, and some of the speakers have giveaways, as well as I have a couple of giveaways. I didn't, it's my first time, so I'm like trying to figure things out. So I have a couple of giveaways. That's at the top. So you can sign up for any of the giveaways this way. You see them at the top, and she's scrolling down and showing you the giveaways. All of them are cool, and I'm giving away one $100 Amazon gift card, because a lot of the giveaways are only available to people in the US. And I know Craft with Sarah brought in a lot of people from outside the US, so I wanted there to be an opportunity for people outside the US to win something. There is an FAQ screen at the top of this of the main page. We're going to go, and so it answers the common questions. And then if you have any problems, the easiest way to get help after, it helps to always go through the questions and try to answer it yourself. But if you're like really baffled and like, I can't find that link, we all go through that when we go online. You can contact us. It's help@paperglitterglue.com, and we can help you out. And I think those were the main things I wanted to go over. And next, we decided to do a little freebie, free project today. So I made a little gift box. It has kind of an awkward name. I call it the Halloween French Country Manor gift box. Wait, let me see if I can show it. I saw it on Pinterest. It was a French company, and it had these little gift boxes with little baby gifts in them. And I just thought it was such a cool gift box that I wanted to make it. So that's what we're going to make. And first, I'm going to show you real quick, I'm going to show you how I set it up in Cricut Design Space, because all of my projects have score lines, and sometimes people are baffled about how to do score lines. So there's a score line on the back roof tab, the front roof tab, to make the house, and the house is made out of 2 pieces. So we're just going to show you real quick how it works in Cricut Design Space. Okay, I want to show you how to set up the Halloween French Country Manor gift box in Cricut Design Space. I've already pulled up my screen for Cricut Design Space, and now I'm going to go over to Upload. I've gone to the Upload button, Upload Image, Browse, and this is my file for the French Country Manor. I'm going to click the green button in the lower right-hand corner, Continue. We're on the Image Details page, and I'm going to skip that. I don't really do anything on this page. Upload, and here's my file. It's got quite a few pieces. It's not really hard. It's just got a lot of pieces. So I'm going to reduce it in size so I can see all my pieces. And then the first thing we do is ungroup. The ungroup button is under this layers panel on the right hand side, and I'm clicking the ungroup button, and now I have all my pieces separated. I always include, or almost always include, a 1-inch box for scale, just so I make sure that the file uploads at the size I wanted, and it did, because the scale square says 1 by 1. I'm going to delete it. I'm clicking the little trash can here. And now we need to change score lines. That's really the most important thing when you're making a 3D project using a machine like a Cricut. This is one of the roof flaps, and I've selected it, and I'm going over to the layers panel, and I'm clicking this little arrow, and I'm going to choose these lines so I can convert them into score lines. Right now it says basic cut, so I'm selecting these lines only. And then I have to come over to the operations menu. And there's a color box besides the operations menu which shows red. And that's because I draw all my score lines in red. So it's a clue that this piece that I've selected is indeed a score line. Now we're going to go down the operations menu and click score. And then we'll go back to the layers panel, select the entire piece, just by clicking right here, the grouped piece, and then scroll to the bottom to attach. So let's do that with the main piece. Click the little side arrow, choose the lines, go over to the operations menu, remember the red box, score, attach. So I'm going to do that with the other ones, the other pieces. This is a back piece. Click the lines, they're red, score, attach. And let me just show you something. This piece has a cutout section, and that's when you put this tab into the slot it belongs to on the roof. It doesn't get tangled up, and it's easier to slide it in. So that's why that little cutout is there. Okay, so we've got that one. Let's do this score piece, the other roof piece. It's got a score line, red, operations menu, score, back over here, and attach. This is an extra bottom flap, and I found out that when you add a little extra piece, it makes the bottom really sturdy, and so you can actually put some heavier things or like a bunch of candy in the gift box, and it won't fall open. So I really think this is helpful for gift boxes. Click the little lines. They're drawn in red. Operations menu, score, attach. Let's see, I believe those are all the lines. There are 3 layers for the door. There's the background piece, there's an overlay, and then a frame. Those are the 3 pieces for the door. These are all your windows. And then these are little dormers that go on the front. Let me move them to the front. Arrange, bring to front. These are the little dormers that go on the roof flaps. So I just wanted to show you how to set that up in Cricut Design Space so now we can make it.
Okay.
I'm switching my camera. Turning on my light. So you can see, you can tell I'm a messy crafter from all this stuff. I'm working out of my kitchen because it's got the best light and I got this background. Okay. Okay. So let me show you, let me move this down a little bit. Okay. Oh. Do I need to rotate it? Okay, y'all, I'm gonna have to do it upside down. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the main piece. This is the main piece. This is the back piece. This is the extra flap. So these are really the structural pieces. And the first thing I do whenever I make something is I fold along all the, I think it's coming up. Okay, all right, I'm talking louder. Okay, so I'm going to talk louder. These are the main pieces. Fold along all the score lines. And then the next thing I do is I glue on all of the decorative pieces. And I also think it's important to go ahead and glue stuff in the back.
Lucy, excuse me, but we need you just to flip your camera down, please. It doesn't appear to be on.
Oh, I didn't do it. Wait, I did. There.
Thank you, Lucy.
Y'all, I'm sorry. And I don't know how to reverse it. So, okay, let me start over. The main pieces. This is the front with all the flaps. This is an extra bottom flap. And this is the back flap. Fold along all the score lines. That helps you place things properly. And this is the piece I showed you that has the cutout, so when the tab goes through, it doesn't get stuck. Okay, so that's the back piece. This is the front piece. The first thing I do, and I'm not going to go through because there are like 9 different windows, I glue. I'm using Barely Art glue. I love Barely Art glue. I glue all the trim on. So I'll show you on one I've got partially done. I glue all the trim on. And I glue the back windows. And these are some examples of the back windows. These are in a PDF file. I'm dropping everything. I just cut them by hand. I think it's so much easier than putting just one sheet, trying to get your Cricut to do print and cut. So I just cut them by hand and glue them behind. My hands are shaking. There's the little ghosty. You have lots of options. I've got some blank options. I got 2 kitty cats. I've got regular windows that you can color. Let me see. Let me show you on my sample one. See, I just colored in whatever color curtains you want. There's one of the kitty cats. So glue those together. And if you want backing, there's some backing pieces for these extra windows if you want them, or you can use vellum if you like. But you do want something behind all of these pieces so that when you put a gift in there, it's not going to fall out. So put some kind of backing. But like I said, I've got a PDF of windows for you. And then, actually, I'm just going to, you glue the side piece on. Here's the back piece, rather. Also, you know, one reason I get so nervous is because I'm kind of an oral dyslexic. I mess up my words. You know, in my previous life, I worked in a pediatric ER, and I really had to, like, think about what I was going to say, so I didn't, like, combine 2 words together. Okay, so I'm applying glue to one of the side tabs of the backing piece, and then I'm going to line up the bottom, make sure the bottom lines up perfectly, because one advantage of this design is that you can fold it flat. So if things are lined up well, it folds flat easily. Okay, so I've got that one done. And the easiest way to make sure the next flap works is to fold it and then fold the side over, and you know it lays flat because you glued it that way. So we'll glue that in place. But you see why you have to do all the windows before, because it's hard to get inside afterwards. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my model that I've completed, or almost completed. Let's go ahead and glue that side down too. And I wrote kind of a brief tutorial. It's on my website, and I'll put a link to it on the front page of my website, paperglitterglue.com. I haven't done that yet. This file is available. It's a free file. It's design number 166 in my library, my free library. The library can be a little bit of a pain to use. I realize that, because it's password protected. That's how I kind of protect my files. And so you have to be a subscriber, get the password. You go to the library, and then you click on an orange, it's really the About the Library, and you click on a big orange link, and that takes you to the free library, to the password page. Enter the password, then you're in the library. Okay, let's go ahead and add, actually I'm going to add the reinforcement flap on the bottom. And I'll do a demonstration in a minute, and I'll show you why it's so important. In terms of cardstock for this, I like heavier cardstock. I know this is from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. I believe it's either 80 or 100 pound, and you can kind of tell when you flick it, it's pretty sturdy. I'll show you a sample I made out of 65 pound cardstock, and you'll see why I like it. And then also you can tell I really like glue. I always have glue balls on my fingers, and since I have cats, that means I have cat hair on my fingers as well. And the bottom piece, let me see if I can show you in the screen, has a wider, the extra flap has a little bit wider opening, so it's easy to line up, but make sure it lines up with this fold line. And then for the roof pieces, the front piece has just one tab, and we'll glue it here. And again, you're lining up to the bottom. Oh, and I didn't tell you, I like this little trim. I didn't do it on this version, partly because I didn't have, I thought it was too much, but I did do it on this version. This trim, these are called quoins. They're really stones at the side of a building, and it's kind of pretty common in French architecture. Okay, now I'm going to glue the front roof piece on with this tab. Actually, I'm going to apply the glue here. Okay. And line it up with the bottom flap. And I'll show you how it fits on the inside. And now let's line up, let's do the back flap. Again, I pre-folded it. That always helps you line things up. And I try to remember to apply the glue to the piece that has the most cutouts on it. Okay. Put that there. And that's it. I think that's it. I forgot to put background pieces on everything because I was in a hurry and nervous. Alrighty. I usually do the bottom flap first when I put it together. So just slide it in. I tried to make the slot big enough so it'd be easy to slide it in. There we go. And then I do the top flap. So make sure these two side pieces, I made them so they fold in just to hold things a little better. So the flap goes in like this. And there's our little gift box. Isn't it cool? Okay, now I'm going to show you the demonstration for, wait, I dropped it. Like I drop everything. There, I hit my head. Okay, so this is the cutout piece with all the window designs. And these go behind the little dormers on top. But I had dropped the paper, so I couldn't do it. Okay, this is one I made as a prototype, and it's out of 65-pound cardstock. And I think you could see that it's pretty flexible. So I'm just going to show you the difference. Assuming I get there. Okay, there's my sample gifts. Oh, here they are. Sample gifts. I think this is a pair of socks I wrapped up. Okay, so I put the socks in and it falls through. So obviously it's not going to hold the candy. But this one, put the candy inside. And it's a lot of candy. Now I'll probably, see? It holds it. So that's the importance of that extra bottom flap. You know, it always takes me a lot of experimentation to come up with these things. But, okay, I think that's it. And I just wanted to kind of share something fun and I think this is easy. If you have any problem, just ask and I'll help you out. So now we're going to do a quick little giveaway, just kind of a surprise giveaway. We're going to give away 3 VIP passes. And we're going to do that by asking you a question. What is your favorite costume? And then I'm going to change my camera in just a minute, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite costumes. I have 3 of them. I'm filming for my kitchen because it has the best light. But I have three of my costumes in the kitchen, and if you've ever seen any of my costumes, they're kind of evolved. Okay, just a minute.
Okay. Ready, Lucy?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want me to put them on?
Yes, that would be great.
Okay, I have to move the camera back a little more. Okay. This was my first house costume. I used lots of Tim Holtz things to make it. Are you ready for another one? And this was my second house costume. And I designed all the windows and stuff. I think I have a tutorial on how to make it. All right, the next one's really cool. Whoops. I hope you survived that sound. And this was last year's. You might see this figure show up in some of the crafts. Phew. Now I'm sweating. And I did a mini, I was looking at the comments. I did a Mini Cooper because I didn't want a really creepy name. And I had a Mini Cooper one time and I just loved my little Mini Cooper. But then when people came to visit, I had to rent a car because nobody could fit in the Mini Cooper. So I had to get a practical car. when I knocked the microphone, it got unhooked. Okay, so now we're going to pick out 3 people. I'm going to be a mad scientist this year. I think it's going to be really cool. Okay, now we're going to pick out 3 people and to win the VIP passes. And if you've already had a VIP pass, already purchased a VIP pass, we will refund you the money. So, okay, I think somebody's going to add that to let me know who wins. Okay, somebody asked, where do I store my outfits? I put them in a back room, and because they've got big holes on the side, the cats think it's a great place to hide, so they're really like fancy cat houses. Yeah, I like the third house. The tombstone's really one of my favorites, but no, somebody asked if you can sit in an outfit like that. The answer is no. It's what I call a walk-in outfit. So you basically just walk in and kind of, bounce around and run into walls for a second, and then you take your costume off and just have fun at a Halloween party. Okay. Alrighty. I'm waiting to hear who won the giveaway. The 3 giveaways. Yeah, because we got lots of comments. Yeah, Jeffrey said gravestone was the best. That one's really my favorite. And that's a technique we're going to use too. I'm going to show you a little bit about how to make that kind of paint to have a stone texture without spending a ton of money. So I hope you'll get the VIP pass and subscribe to my YouTube channel, subscribe to my newsletter. I think I'm pretty insecure about a lot of things, like I wear glasses to kind of hide my face and all that stuff. But I really am pretty proud of my projects. I mean, I think they're cool stuff. So I do, and in my newsletter, I try to, only send it when I have some important news. Boo on the practical cars. Yeah, I love it when people make their own outfits. I just think that's much more fun. Okay, I'm trying to, yes. Oh, somebody said it'd be a kid's dollhouse. You can absolutely turn that into a dollhouse. And there is a tutorial in there. I think it's Halloween house costume if you wanted to do search on my website, paperglitterglue.com.
Okay, Lucy, the winners are on your screen.
Let me see where. I just heard the winners are on the screen. Oh, I didn't know I had a screen. Let me see. I don't see them on the screen. Can
Okay.
you?
Yeah, just let me check on that for you.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to hear the winner's name. Yeah. T. Russell says I always made his or her costume. Oh, everybody's being nice because I was so nervous and stuff. Part of it is this is much more technical. Usually I just come on and kind of, act like my goofy self and like, oh, that's what I do. But this one's got like overlays and stuff like that. So, okay. Let me see. Oh, I see congratulations. Ruth, Carol, and Vanessa. I see Ruth, Carol, and Vanessa. So they should email us at help@paperglitterglue.com so we can get them the VIP passes and refund if they've already purchased a VIP ticket. Okay, I'm going to ask Susan, who's helping me, if I've done all the stuff I'm supposed to. Can you think of anything else, Susan?
No, you were absolutely amazing. Thank you, Lucy.
Okay, alrighty, we're going to sign off now. Okay, bye, y'all. Thank you. 12 by 12 cardstock shop. Are we off?
Yes. We